Sa experience ng church natin, we receive two gifts from God. Sabi sa Revelation 14:12, here is the patience of the saints, they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. So ano yung dalawang gift na ibinigay sa atin ng Diyos? Kagaya ng mga Hudyo, binigyan tayo ng dalawang gift ng Diyos. Yung law, yung the commandments of God, at saka yung faith of Jesus, yung gospel. Yung grace, salvation according to grace. So yung dalawang gift na yan, remember, the law is not the gospel. Yung gospel, yung faith of Jesus. Ano kaya ang mas pinahalagahan natin? Kagaya ba tayo ng mga Hudyo na ang mas pinahalagahan nila imbis yung gospel ay yung law, na nagkaroon ng malaking problema sa panahon ni Jesus, sa mga Pariseo, at sa panahon ng mga early Christians ni Pablo at saka ni Santiago, na yung mga may mga Kristiyano sa panahon nila na sobrang pinahalagahan yung law kaysa gospel. Is that happening to us today in the Seventh-day Adventist Church? Let's review our history. Mare-review natin yung history natin sa magitan ng 4 na picture. Yung unang picture po is this one. Okay? Kung titignan po ninyo yung picture, meron diyang, yung nasa gitna lang tayo mag-focus, merong puno, and that is called the law tree. Kasi dyan nakabitin yung 10 Commandments. Yung mga nakikita nyo yung mga papel dyan, that's the 10 Commandments. Tapos katabi niyan yung cross. Okay, basahin po natin yung history niyan. In 1873, lumabas yung picture na to. It was designed by Merritt G. Kellogg. Si Merritt Kellogg, half-brother po ni John Harvey Kellogg. Si John Harvey Kellogg, siya yung pinakamagaling na doktor sa buong mundo. And he was an Adventist. Siya yung nagtayo ng Battle Creek Sanitarium, siya yung nag-invento ng cornflakes at marami pa. Talagang magaling siyang doktor. At ito half-brother niya, si Merritt Kellogg. Adventist din ito. Older half-brother of John Harvey and William K. Kellogg. The illustration was first advertised in the Review in May 27, 1873 issue. Kellogg published a 15-page booklet explaining the picture that same year. Evangelists used it to explain the relationship between the law and gospel. So ito po, naglalarawan ng pananampalataya ng Adventist noon. Kung mapapansin ninyo, ang pananampalataya ng Adventist noon may dalawang focus. Naka-focus hindi lang kay Christ, kundi doon sa law tree. Unfortunately, kaya ba ng tao na magkaroon ng dalawang focus? Parang mahirap pong gawin yun. Actually, bumabagsak lang sa isa yung focus. Kung mapapansin ninyo, alin yung mas malaki? Yung law tree, yung puno, o yung cross? Unfortunately, yung puno ang mas malaki. At sa experience ng maraming Adventist noon, mas kagaya ng mga Hudyo, mas napahalagahan nila yung law kaysa sa cross. Okay. May nagbago noong 1876. The way of life is to be revised and improved in every way, sabi ni James White. Kasi si Kellogg binigay yung kay James White at si James White ang nag-publish nun sa Adventist Review. Si James White kasi yung editor noon eh. Pero ngayon, binago ng konti, sabi ni James White. This version made available to the review in 1876 after 3 years. A booklet by James White offering an explanation was also available. The prominent eye, representing that God sees all we do, is no longer present. Wala na yung mata sa gitna ng puno. The Holy City has been brought down to earth. Pinababa na po yung Holy City. Ibig sabihin nun kasi, yung paniniwala natin, yung eternal life dito na sa lupa, hindi na sa langit. The child and the animal representing the earth made you have been removed. A few figures such as the angel and those depicting baptism have been improved or changed. Yun nga lang, yung sentro, wala pa rin pagbabago. Saan pa rin nakasentro? Dalawa pa rin. Yung law at saka yung cross ni Christ. At unfortunately, mas malaki talaga yung law. Ibig sabihin, yung mga Adventists naniniwala noon ang salvation ay mahalaga yung kautusan. Mas pinapahalaga nila yung kautusan. At kasama si James White dito, ha? And then, something changed. From 1876, we go to 1883. 1876, 1880, after 7 years, may nagbago. In 1880 pa lang, James White planned another version. After 4 years lang pala, 1880. With 2 major changes, writing to Ellen White. Nag-usap sila ni Ellen White, sabi, the law tree is removed. Tinanggal na yung puno. Christ on the cross is made large and placed in the center. This reflected the change in James White. May nagbago sa pag-iisip ni James White. Sabi ni James White, hindi pala magkapantay yung law at saka si Christ. Kaya tinanggal niya yung law sa gitna. Tinanggal niya yung law 3. Christ, not the law, is the center of the plan of salvation. Si Kristo ang sentro ng plano ng salvation. Thomas Moran, one of America's foremost landscape artists, was commissioned to produce the steel plate engraving. So, nag-contact siya ng artist, pinagawa niya kay Thomas Moran. White planned to publish a book to accompany it. Unfortunately, he died in August 6, 1881. Namatay siya. Bago niya ma-publish ito in 1881, publish ito 1883, pero 1880 pa lang pinaplano niya. 1881, namatay si James White. Hindi niya na-publish yung picture na to. Ellen White, with the help of her two sons, had the steel plate engraving produced and copyrighted. The law was replaced by the crucified Christ. So, yun po ang tamang pananampalataya. Hindi the law and the cross yung nakasentro, kundi cross lang. Pero dito po, hindi pa rin nawawala yung law. Kung hahanapin ninyo mabuti, makikita ninyo yung law. Hindi siya maliit, kundi symbolized. Hindi na siya talaga literal na pinapakita yung Ten Commandments. Symbolized siya ng Mount Sinai. So yung bundok sa likod, na may mga maitim na ulap at may kidlat, okay, yan po yung Mount Sinai. Yan yung sinisimbolize ng law. Ibig sabihin, sa faith natin, hindi pa rin talaga winawala yung law, kundi dapat hindi siya nasa gitna, nasa background siya. Ang sentro talaga ng pananampalataya natin, salvation is centered on Jesus Christ, death on the cross. Okay? At 1980, binago yung picture, ginawang modern. Wala na si Ellen White, wala na si James White. Yung Ellen White Estate na lang po gumawa nito. The most recent version was commissioned by the Ellen G. White Estate as a full-color mural painted by Alfred Lee. It was first displayed in the 1980 General Conference session in Dallas, Texas. It now hangs prominently in the stairwell na sagdanan leading to the White Estate Visitor Center at the General Conference. So, binago nila kasi ito pa talaga ang tamang picture ng faith natin. Hindi magkapantay yung law at saka yung cross. Kundi nakasentro kay Kristo, yung law nandyan pa rin, pero nasa likod siya. Nasa background. Pero kinakailangan po nakafocus kay Christ yung ating pananampalataya.